What's up, guys? Welcome to Aftershock. I'm Aaron, and today we've got WWE Raw's No Mercy 2017. Full results and my review of it. I know it took me a little while to get this one out, and actually it took me a little while to watch it, but when I did watch it, I was very displeased, disappointed with it. But nonetheless, here it is. First off, on the kickoff, Kurt Angle joins the panel to talk about No Mercy. The Miz comes out to degrade Kurt and Jerry the King Lawler. It was revealed that Asuka will debut at TLC. Alexa Bliss got proposed to in the social media lounge, and she replied being herself. You guys know the deal. The kickoff match was Elias Sampson versus Apollo Crews. Crews interrupted Elias singing just like they do every single week. They need to do something else with him because that's the exact same thing that happens. Elias comes out there, they dim the lights, the spotlight's on him, he sings, somebody interrupts him, they have a match every single time. Do something different. There's no format to WWE's creative booking now. There's no format to it. I mean, I guess you could say it's the same format every single time, thus being a sucky format. But in my mind, they're not even trying. I don't know who's making that specific decision. I'm guessing Vince, but it's just bland to me. It's so boring. They've done the same thing for years. Do something different with Elias. I like Elias Sampson. I think he's pretty good. Give him something. Now on to the main show. First we had The Miz versus Jason Jordan for the Intercontinental Championship. Jordan hits a double float over Northern Lights. He takes out the Miz Taraj. Miz rope breaks the crossface. Jordan caught the corner clothesline for he caught the Miz going for the corner clothesline and gave him a suplex. That was pretty cool. Dallas and Axel got involved, and then The Miz ends up retaining via skull-crushing finale. Post-match, Renee Young interviews Jason Jordan, who says The Miz sucks. I gave it a 6.5 at most of 10. It's what you can expect from the first match on the main show of I guess we can't call them pay-per-view anymore, of an event like this. It's what you could expect. It wasn't a half bad match, but it wasn't awesome. It was somewhere in the middle, floating around. Next, we had Bray Wyatt versus Finn Balor. No demon allowed. Bray attacked him during his entrance. Bray got on the mic to taunt him as Finn was about to leave. Bray got on the mic somehow, taunted him to come back. The coup de grace attempt with Bray crab walking was pretty cool. Bray hit the Uranagi on the announce table. Finn reversed Sister Abigail into a double foot stomp. Bray kicked out of a modified coup de grace, but then Balor ends up hitting the original from the top rope to win. Match wasn't half bad. They had that element of spooky in there that you would expect from these guys, the crab walking and stuff, which they kind of incorporated their moveset into stuff like that fairly well, in my opinion. The match wasn't half bad. I gave it a 7 of 10. Next, we have Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose versus Cesaro and Sheamus for the tag team titles. They fought outside. Cesaro's teeth got shoved up into his gums via a catapult, and he went too far and actually hit his mouth on the top of the LED post. I'm guessing, I think they said like it shoved his teeth up in his gums and stuff, and he had to have surgery. The caught super kick, bro kick spot was really cool. The bar hit the double crucifix power bomb. The super power bomb to Seth onto Dean from the white noise. And the attempted Frankensteiner was absolutely wicked. Sheamus missed and hit Cesaro with a bro kick. Rollins and Ambrose retained the titles via a Rainmaker knee and then a Dirty Deeds. This was probably the best match on the card. So far, it definitely is. I gave it an 8 of 10. Actually, a pretty good match. I've enjoyed the matches these two teams have had. Next, we had Bayley versus Emma versus Nia Jax versus Sasha Banks versus Alexa Bliss for the women's title. They took the heels out early on to make it a triple threat and then a one-on-one match. Nia had a stacked double Samoan drop to Sasha and Alexa. Bayley and Emma double team powerbombed Nia from the apron to the floor with the help of Banks and Bliss kicks from inside the ring. That was pretty cool. Bayley broke up the Banks statement and hit a Bayley to Bayley. Alexa Bliss ends up retaining via a DDT to Bayley. In my opinion, Nia Jax worked her ass off in this one. She needs a good one-on-one opportunity, in my opinion, because, I mean, yeah, she's messed up here and there. She's still fairly new. I get it. She needs to polish just a little more. I mean, she's new. That can be expected. She's only a couple years in. She's new. But from what I've seen, just week after week after week, as time's progressing, Nia Jax is getting so much better. And I think she worked her ass off in this match from what I can see. I'm a big fan of Nia Jax, and I just think she's busting her ass to get better. Because she has. You can't tell me she hasn't. Post-match, Alexa was interviewed and says there is only one Alexa Bliss. Next we have John Cena versus Roman Reigns. The match that everyone was hoping for at WrestleMania. Well, not me necessarily hoping for, but I figured this would be the WrestleMania match. But looks like they're going with it here, which I think takes away from it just a little bit. But nonetheless, it's John Cena versus Roman Reigns. The crowds chant, you still suck at Cena. He teases leaving up the ramp until Roman comes out and gets him. They fought outside. Cena reversed the Superman punch via STF. Roman countered that via a deadlift powerbomb. Roman kicked out of the Attitude Adjustment. Roman hit the Superman punch. Roman reversed the Attitude Adjustment through the announce table and speared him through it for a nasty fall. Roman kicks out of 3 more Attitude Adjustments. Come on, that's stupid in my opinion. I get it, Roman's your guy, but come on, 3 AAs. This is the guy that's held this whole company down for the last 10 years. And you're going to tell me Roman's going to kick out of his finisher, 3 of them. 3 of them. It doesn't make any sense. I mean, I get it, you want Roman to win, but does he really need to kick out of 3 AAs? Come on. Roman ends up winning via a Superman punch and a spear. Post-match, they show respect, and Cena leaves to an ovation. The match was actually pretty decent. I just don't understand the psychology of Roman Reigns kicking out of 3 Attitude Adjustments. I just don't get it. But nonetheless, I gave it a 6 of 10. I know what people think and what they say. Who are you to grade? What credentials do you have to grade matches? Guys, I'm not doing this to make money. I'm not doing this to conjure money out of anyone. I'm just doing this because I'm a wrestling fan. I'm just doing this because I enjoy talking about it. And honestly, with me being in the fantasy eFed world and stuff and doing those videos and my promos and this, it helps me keep up to date with everything that's happening in the wrestling world. So I'm not trying to say that what I'm saying is actual facts. They're just my opinions. I'm just a fan. I don't know how many times I say that, but I feel like I can't say it enough. Next, we're moving on with Neville versus Enzo Amore for the Cruiserweight title. Pre-match, Enzo gets on the mic and kills it just like he always does. Neville's on the offense for 90% of the match. The crowd cheered for the Red Arrow, but Neville switched it up to the Phoenix Splash. Enzo moved and hit the DDT for a near fall. Or the DDG, sorry, from the top rope. The flying DDT from the top rope, the DDG. Enzo went outside and got the belt. He gave it to the ref to distract him, and then Enzo wins via a low blow, and we have a new cruiserweight champion in Enzo Amore. That's fucking fantastic. Listen, guys, I know that afterwards, they just announced last week that Kalisto would be challenging Enzo, and he would be a part of 205 Live. About a year or so ago, whenever they started coming up with the ideas of a show for the cruiserweight division, I said there's 3 people from the heavyweight division that needs to be there. Enzo Amore needs to be there when him and Cass break up, I said. Kalisto definitely needs to be there. And the other guy I don't think is going to get there just yet because, let's face it, New Day isn't breaking up anytime soon, I don't think. But if the New Day shall break up, or should break up, I think Xavier Woods could be another guy you could add to 205 Live to really give it something else. But, in my opinion, just Neville coming in a few months back, turning heel. Now we have Enzo coming in, getting the title, and now we have Kalisto coming in. I just think that adds a lot to the cruiserweight division. I know people hate on 205 Live a lot, but just watch it, guys. Just give it a chance from here on out, because I think I'm seeing a little bit of progression there too. Talked about that with Nia Jax. I think I'm seeing it here with 205 Live as a show. Just they're getting more talking segments because Enzo, he's a talented motherfucker on the mic. And I think Kalisto could be bringing some of that luchador element, such as Grand Metalik or Lince Dorado, but on a more mainstream level, because everybody already knows Kalisto. So I think they're going in the right direction. It takes time. Rome wasn't built in a day. Now we move on to the main event: Braun Strowman versus Brock Lesnar for the Universal title. Braun no-sold a German right off the bat and hit a choke slam and a power slam. I told you there was going to be some no-selling, and we seen it right off the bat. Brock locks on the Kimura. Brock kicks out of 2 more power slams. Brock retains via 1 F5. Okay, it takes 2 or more F5s to beat a Roman Reigns, Roman Reigns is the only person I can count that it takes, or John Cena. It takes 2 or more F5s to beat John Cena. But 1 to Braun Strowman, 1 to Samoa Joe, 2 of the toughest men on Raw, unarguably. I just don't get the logic, man. Brock retains via 1 F5. It made no sense to me, and the match absolutely sucked to me. I gave it a 4 of 10. So yeah, there was a couple okay, decent matches. The tag match was really good. That's the only match I really enjoyed that much. I enjoyed the shock factor of, wow, Enzo's actually the Cruiserweight champion. That was pretty cool. But other than that, that was a garbage pay-per-view in my opinion. It was very disappointing. But what do we say here at the end of every video? God, English is hard. What do we say here on Aftershock at the end of every video? Keep a smile on your face. Keep it positive, because you could always be having it worse. Come on, it's just a show. But anyways, if you enjoyed this review or any of my videos, super kick that like button, super kick that subscribe button, share it to your Facebook, Twitter, or any other platforms of social media so maybe another wrestling fan can see it. And I'm going to get on out of here, you guys. Here's to hoping Hell in a Cell's a little bit better. Peace out, you guys.